Hello and welcome to HistoryPod. Today's episode has been voted for by the incredibly valued supporters of HistoryPod. If you'd like to help this esteemed group of history lovers to vote on future episodes and get access to HistoryPod goodies, as well as help to keep the daily episodes like this being researched, recorded and released, you can find full details at patreon.com/historypod or visit the HistoryPod webpage at historypod.net. On the 23rd of November 1889, the nickel-in-the-slot phonograph introduced the concept of the jukebox to the public. Thomas Edison had announced the invention of the phonograph in November 1877, and within a decade, the technology had found an army of manufacturers and distributors who wanted to exploit its commercial potential. Realizing that the cost of purchasing a physical phonograph was beyond the reach of most consumers, Louis T. Glass and William S. Arnold of the Pacific Phonograph Company created their own device to allow the public to pay to hear a single recording. Their invention featured an Edison Class M electric phonograph inside a wooden cabinet, which was fitted with 4 listening tubes resembling stethoscopes. Customers inserted a 5-cent piece in the slot to listen. The first machine was installed at the Palais Royal Saloon in San Francisco, just 2 blocks away from the offices of the Pacific Phonograph Company. Although the bar itself closed within a year, the invention was incredibly successful. Glass boasted that he made more than $1,000 in the first 6 months of operation, and, spurred on by the promise of such high earnings, the concept soon spread. The first devices were limited to playing back a single wax cylinder. However, following the introduction of recordings pressed onto discs, improvements were made to public phonographs that eventually allowed customers to choose from a much broader range of music. In the 1940s, these devices, many of which were fitted with carousels to provide a wide choice of records, had become known as jukeboxes. By this time, up to 3/4 of all records produced in America went into jukeboxes, arguably making the nickel-in-the-slot phonograph the catalyst for the modern music industry.